Hey Ranger Nation, welcome back to another video, and today we've got Mighty Morphin issue 7, and I'm going to carry on with the way that I'm doing them because I kind of like them in bullet points and kind of giving you information. Anyway, if you like this sort of content and you want to see more, hit the like button, hit subscribe, as well as that cheeky notification bell to be notified when more videos drop, and let's jump straight into it, and why not check out some merch for yourself? It's more phenomenal. Anyway, let's jump in with this one. It's obviously following the last issue, which was okay. It has the Zeo Crystal, which I thought was okay. And it being in it for once, I was like, okay, I'm more than wondering about this. So I love the fact that they're bringing in Zeo Crystal where it's meant to be, especially like in the TV series. It's in the Caves of Deception underneath the palace, and thus therefore they're showing it in the palace. So it's nice that it's not just a really random thing that going, oh, we don't care about this, etc, etc. So I absolutely love the fact that, you know, we're getting Zeo in this, like it's slowly being a thing to show Lord Zed's kind of like how he comes into it. And then obviously later on we could have the Zeo Rangers, which I'm really hoping, or they could throw a curveball and have other Zeo Rangers in. I want to see Zeo in it now. I'm bored of Mighty Morphin and all that. I want to see Zeo in this. I really like the fact that the Rangers are fighting. They're not just generally doing that. You know, we see it coming in that they're fighting properly for it. You see Matt and Goldar teaming up, which is something that I never thought would happen. And it's kind of a thing that you'd have to really look into the last issue, because obviously the Rangers have now gone into the city. So I was kind of like, huh. But you know, you've got the Chaos Putty. You've also got the Rangers splitting up. So it's not just like, oh, here is 6 teenagers fighting. It's, oh, we're now going to say there's like a group over there and a group over here. And that to me, I felt was, do you know what? All right, this is okay. So at the command center, this is the part where I think Billy doesn't get a break in this. He's always trying to tell Zordon what's been going on with the Green Ranger powers, but every single time that he's around or something happens, someone comes in and just like messes him up completely. So when Billy's trying to explain, he's about to. This is when we get Zartus or whatever, and I'm not a big fan of this character. I generally, you instantly know he's a bad guy. Like as soon as he's on there, you're like, oh, you're such a bad guy. You're such a dick. Him like appearing out of nowhere, nah. So I just felt really sorry for Billy on this one. The jump to straight away of like the Rangers fighting in an area, I wasn't a big fan of that, where they go straight to the city. I felt like you could have led into it a tiny bit more rather than just a boom, we jumped into this. I think this kind of really puts it down a tiny bit. Seeing some of the Rangers go towards the Tiger Zord, it would be the most logical thing to kind of do. But again, like it's just predictable what's going to happen, and especially since like, you know, the bad guys are going to be doing exact same, guarding it. Seeing Squat using a gun as well, fighting off, like generally was interesting to kind of see. Like it's nice that they're using them. As soon as they get the Tiger Zord, they're wanting to get out there, and it's nice seeing that even though they try and get out, they can't, and the city is kind of buildings now are giant putties kind of like bringing them back, which not bad. Is something that a security measure that I would put in, because I feel like that would be the way forward, where no one's going to be like, oh, there's a putty building. That's fun, isn't it? So seeing that was okay. And then obviously it's the best security measure. It feels like the comics are doing a lot better than what the TV series would do. I think it would have been really weird for them to get away as well. I think that would have really wound me up. It's like, oh, the Rangers got out so quickly after they came in for what they wanted. So I'm glad that they just actually had some repercussions on it. So kind of wrapping this up, I wanted a little bit more from this. I feel like this issue could have gone a bit more into expanding, and it could have been like an extra page or two. But you know, I love the fact that Goldar has humor in his lines. It wasn't just the generic, I'm gonna get you, Rangers. There was actually humor. Kim punching Matt in the face, loved that as well. Zed betraying everyone, perfect. It's what Zed is. They've got him pretty much spot on. He's more evil in the comics than he is normally. Like, so I like this, that he's evil. He's mean. You know, it's that this is what the Emperor of Evil would be like. The way that the Rangers kind of sneaking around, being all ninja-like and stuff like that, I wasn't a fan of. It just felt really weird. Like they've got the ninja powers. They haven't actually, but it just felt like they were trying to be ninjas. I know obviously to get the Zords they had to sneak around a bit, but it just felt really off. Nothing that I would see normally. So I think that kind of got to me. a fair bit. Not really what I wanted to see. I think one of the best parts is the Zeo Crystal, and then seeing the putties just in construction gear. Actually love that, and as well as Finster, felt actually quite good. But yeah, I think that's really it for this issue. It was alright, not really my bag. I much prefer Power Rangers on this one. I just not really digging Mighty Morphin, but I can see what they did. But anyway, I'm going to leave it there. What are your thoughts? Have you read this issue? What did you think about it? Would you read it a bit more? Let me know down below in the comments. If you like this sort of content and you want to see more, hit the like button, hit subscribe, as well as that cheeky notification bell. Check out all the merchandise on the actual channel. And with that, I'll leave it there. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.
チャンネルをサポートしてくれてありがとうございます。チャンネル登録、高評価お願いします。以下のリンクから商品を入手することができます。